I received an email about how to import and draw a matching item from a headstone. So what I'll do is I've got the email selected on a different screen, and I'll just hit import attachments from Outlook, which will bring that image out of that email and put it into the document for me. So I'm going to show one way of doing this. It may not be a way that you'd think about doing this. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Polygon tool to create this. But first I'll go ahead and make a circle, and I'll just start here. And I'm holding Control and Shift so that I can draw from the center outward. And that's just to draw that circle there. And then I will grab my Polygon tool. And I've already selected this for 8 because I was messing with it earlier. But what I'm looking for is how many pieces do I have that are repeated. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total, right? So that's why I'm using 8 sides. And I'll just come here to the center and do the same thing. I'm going to click, undo that, clear my selection first. And then I'll grab my Polygon tool and I'll come to the center and I'll just click and start drawing outward, but I'll hold Control to keep it constrained instead of being stretched out, and I'll hold Shift to draw from the center. So I'll do Control and Shift until I get to the same size. Not that it really matters that it's the same size, but I'm going to make it somewhere in there. And then I'm going to grab all those nodes and turn them to curves. I could hit 2 on the keyboard if I wanted to, or hit that button there, and that's going to turn them to curves. And to show you a little better how this is working, I think I'll make this transparent as well, so that we can see over the top of it a little better. Alright, so with my polygon, what happens is if you grab one of these pieces, and let's say we pull it down to here, okay, you can also double click to add nodes. So I will, let's go like this, and then I'm just going to double click to add a node here, and I'm going to double click to add a node over here. And as I draw this, you'll see how it takes shape going around that side. These ones, I'm actually fine with them meeting in the center because I can just go ahead and create my nodes like that. And maybe I'll add a couple nodes here and delete this one so that it curves a little bit different. Pull that down. And all I'm doing is I'm just going around this one shape to get it to match the way that that one looks. And the rest of them are going to fall in line. I'm not too worried about what's going on down here because we're going to end up getting rid of that anyway. So I'm just going to pull this out, and it's trying to snap to itself, so if I hold Q while I do that, it's not going to snap to itself because snapping is temporarily disabled if I hold Q. So I think we're pretty good. I might look at this one, it's kind of bending inward, so I might just pull that out a little bit so that it's not bending quite so weird inward. And then I'll just draw another circle, so I'm going to clear my selection again so that I can make sure I'm clicking here in the middle. And it's just, right in here where all these are touching. So if I go right there, and again holding Control and Shift, I'll come out to about like that. And then I'll contour that to right there. And break my contour group apart, or Control K. And then I'll select that all by itself, Shift select this, and just trim it. And that will trim that out, and then I can get rid of this one. I don't need it anymore. So now I've got the inside pieces of the flowers done. Now all I need to do is this one. So I will just draw a line from here to here. And then I'll apply some artistic media to it. So I'll just grab the artistic media tool and choose the kind of style that I want, which this top one actually looks to be pretty good. Let's redo that here, apply, and let's see how thick. For the thickness, I'll just kind of push the up and down until I get to something that matches. 0.1 seems to be pretty good. So I'll grab that. And there is a tool in MemorialDESIGNER. If you grab your artistic media strokes, I'll go to wireframe so you can see it. There is a center line, the line that I created. If I hit comma, is going to delete that middle line for me automatically. So I deleted that line, and then I'm going to click on this center area here and drag my center to the center of that, so that I've got a center of rotation. And then I'm just going to rotate on that center 7 different times. So I'll just rotate it 45 degrees. The reason I know it's 45 degrees is that if I take a calculator and I've got 360 degrees, if I divide that by 8, then it should be 45 degrees in between each of them, right? So I will take this and rotate it 45 degrees, and I think I only need it 7 times, and I'll just hit apply. And so that's going to rotate it around 7 times, and then I'll be left with the original. And then from there I'll just grab it and hit fill grayscale, and that should fill everything the way that I need it for filling in with granite fills. So I can go ahead and delete this one, just say I build a shape, and put that shape behind it, and then I throw that up here. And then I should be good to fill it in with a granite color. So there you go.